Hi guys, and welcome back to Simply Forex, the channel dedicated to you, the trader. We want you to be successful in the markets. So guys, I'm going to give you some gold every day. I'm going to let you know which currency pairs I'm looking to trade and which direction. And I'm also going to let you know which news that you must be aware of. So let's take a look at the chart and what I'm potentially going to trade today. Welcome back, traders, on this wonderful Monday morning. You don't normally say wonderful and Monday morning together. I hope you had a good weekend. I was mainly sitting in the sun drinking cocktails, hence the slightly red face, guys. So I apologize if I look like a beacon in the bottom left corner. How was your weekend? Let us know. Right, as always, guys, we'll look back at Friday's trades. We'll look at today's potential trades as well, and we'll also look at the news. So let's start with Friday, okay? And we had we had 2.5 potential trades because one of the trades was against trend, day trend. Okay, but let's take a look at them anyway. So first one is this, pound against the Swiss franc. We were looking to long this pair. Okay, and as usual on the day chart, we're looking at why. Why do we want to long this pair? Well, let me tell you. So price was in a downtrend, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. Didn't create a lower low. Okay, this is where we start to think maybe price structure is changing from a downtrend to an uptrend. Okay, and then sure enough, this last high was taken out with this candle here. Okay, and ever since, guys, I've just been looking for long reasons to go long. Okay, and these three dojis here, all with wicks within one another, was the reason I was trying to come back up to this last high. Okay, and as you can see, guys, that didn't happen. Yeah, price instead formed a negative candle, and I wouldn't be looking to long this anymore. Okay, but let's look at H1, guys, to look at the entry, or if we had an entry. And as always, guys, our criteria that we needed to trade has kept us out of trouble. You need to know what you're going to do before you've even took the trade. It will keep you out of trouble, I guarantee you. Okay, so our idea, guys, was price to come back up, come down, break the grey zone, and therefore have a change in H1 structure. Break this high. Okay, then a retest, and then back off up to the upside. Okay, so that was our criteria. It basically had to break out of this grey zone and then retest. Okay, so our criteria was clearly not met, and therefore we stayed out of trouble, guys. So know what you're going to do before you do it. Okay, so my criteria was not met on this pair. Instead, price stayed in a downtrend. And then we'll see what it does today. But like I say, looking at the day chart, I'm not willing to buy this market anymore. Okay, but we had no trade. No trade on this pair. Next pair was this. This was the New Zealand dollar against the Canadian dollar. And we were looking to long this pair again if certain criteria was met. So price is still in a downtrend, guys. So price was in a downtrend, lower lows, lower highs. Hasn't quite created a lower low, but this last high is still intact. Okay. Our trade come into play, and we could start trading this if this grey zone was broken. Okay, and as you can see on Friday, it clearly wasn't. All right, guys, but the idea was a break of the grey zone to look for longs. Okay, but let's see again on the H1. This gives us a clearer picture of actually what went on during the day. So basically, guys, this grey zone here, the same grey zone on the day chart, and we've just got all these highs here. Okay, and again price reacted, as you can see here, and price come lower. Okay, so price never give us a chance to get in. We wanted a break of this grey zone, retest, and then off back up to the upside. Okay, so again, guys, yeah, a little frustrating, didn't give us a trade, but our criteria again was not met. If your criteria isn't met, do not trade. Do you think, oh, maybe it could do this or it could do this? No. Yeah, if your criteria isn't met, do not trade. Okay, our criteria was not met. A break of this grey zone, retest, and then off back up to the upside. Didn't happen. We didn't have a trade. Okay, it'll be interesting to see what it does today, guys. It's come back up again quite aggressively into this grey zone, as you can see, but it's reacted again. But I expect it's only a matter of time before this grey zone is broken. Okay, but for Friday, no trade. The last pair from Friday was this. This was the euro against the Canadian dollar. And I showed you this pair. However, it is against day trend. So I couldn't trade it, but maybe some of you guys did. Okay, because price, okay, so price had come down. It's clearly in a downtrend. Yeah, it had broken all of these lows here, which was quite a key level. Yeah, but it eventually broke this zone. Okay, and then we had this candle bounce off of this psychological level. Okay, and before this large bounce, there was a couple of dojis, guys. Yeah, so if we get indecision followed by a strong candle, I like this. Yeah, this tells me it could be a good entry. Okay, so for those reasons, we had some indecision followed by a strong candle. Okay, the idea was we could take price to the up further. Okay, again, let's look at H1 to see what actually happened on this pair. And again, we had our criteria, and this time it potentially was met. Like I say, guys, I wasn't willing to trade this pair because it was against day trend, but I know some of my viewers, some of my subscribers, yeah, trade against trend. So this was the reason I showed it. But as you can see, price did come down to our grey zone. Yeah, we had nothing but sort of indecision, and then price did shoot down. Okay, and then we had this candle. I mean, potentially you could have entered on this candle, but for me, this is just a doji. It's not a strong enough bullish candle to enter on for me. Having said that, it went straight back up to the last H1 high. Okay, and you would have made some nice profit, guys. Yeah, if you did trade this. Yeah, you could have entered here, put your stop below here, and then get out at here. Yeah, you would have got your risk to reward of 1:1, guys, and perhaps you're still in this trade for 20%, waiting for it to go back up. But that's the only candle I could realistically see we can enter on, guys. This candle, obviously, buyers are in control, guys, but it's already at these last highs. Yeah, you'll be buying into resistance. And remember, crazy people do that. And we are not crazy unless we've had 5 cocktails. Okay, so yeah, guys, Euro Canadian dollar, for me, no trade. Maybe some of you got in on this candle. Okay, guys, that's the recap of Friday's trades. Let's look at today's potential trades now. Guys, if you enjoyed Friday's recap, I hope you did, then please subscribe to the channel and smash that notification button, guys, yeah? And also, smash the like button, help support the channel, and come join us. We would love to have you. Okay, guys, so trade idea, singular, for Monday the 18th of July is this. Okay, so it's the US dollar against the Swiss franc. And we are looking to short this pair. So remember, your day chart is your direction, your why. Why am I shorting this market? Why am I long in this market? Okay, so let me tell you. So as you can see, guys, price is clearly been in this sort of sideways action. Okay, so it's been coming down, hitting this low, hitting this high, hitting this low. Okay, and now it's in sort of the middle of this zone. Okay, so because it's in a sideways structure, yeah, we can trade this pair long or short. Okay, but let me show you something else, guys. On the weekly chart, as you can see, this area here, although very big, yeah, I remember showing you this a few days ago. This is an area of resistance, yeah, this area. And on the weekly chart, you can see we've had this, yeah, negative bearish candle form at this last area here of resistance. Okay, so on the weekly chart, the idea would be just to come down to this blue line. So this is why I'm happy to enter this trade only halfway up the sideways market. Okay, so that's the weekly chart. Let me show you this again on the daily chart, guys. Yeah, so I know price hasn't reached this last higher zone up here, but because of that weekly candle and that weekly resistance area, I'm happy to take this price lower. And we had a very bearish candle form on Friday. Okay, so based on all of this, I'm looking to take price on the back of this strong negative candle back down to these last lows and this psychological level of 9,600. Okay, I like the psychological levels, guys. You know, it's where, you know, people see these as potential areas for price to react. Okay, so yeah, this is the reason why we're looking to short this pair. Okay, now we're going to look on the H1 because we want to see how we can enter. We need to know what we're going to do before we do it. Yeah, which is what we call our criteria to enter the trade. Okay, so we're going to do this together. We're going to plot the grey zones together, guys. Okay, so on the H4, we'll start on the H4 chart, guys. And as you can see, yeah, this last low here has been broken and is also an area that was an area of resistance. Okay, so let's say this is a grey zone that we're interested in to take shorts from. Okay, and also these last highs up here, guys. Yeah, these last highs here, I mean, these are also areas we could potentially take shorts from. Okay, so that's what I'm looking for, guys. Because my day chart tells me I want to short this market, I now look on the H4 to look for areas where shorts could possibly happen. And we have this grey zone and this grey zone. Okay, then I go down to the H1, guys. I go down to the H1 so I can either refine my grey zones or change them slightly. Okay, so yeah, let me just slightly refine this one, guys, just to take into account this low here. But that as a grey zone, yeah, is fine for me. This low one here, guys, this price could react here. Okay, this higher grey zone is also a grey zone, but I don't expect price to get there today. And instead, I'm seeing this grey zone. Okay, so this area here on the H1, obviously it wasn't clear on the H4, but on the H1, this is also an area of a potential reaction. Okay, so this grey zone here. What I'm going to do, guys, is remove this higher grey zone. If price gets up to that grey zone, then H1 structure's changed. And for me, price has moved up too far in a short period of time. Okay, so I've removed that grey zone for that reason. But these two grey zones make sense to me for today. Okay, so as usual, guys, we want price to come back up. We want price to react in this grey zone. Okay, we're then looking for a bearish candlestick pattern. We can then enter the trade. We can take price back down to this H1 low if we get a risk to reward of 1:1. If not, we might need to let it run a little bit further for that. We'll close 80% and then we'll let 20% run down to our higher time frame. Okay, our higher time frame target. Okay, guys, so that's the first idea. That's our first grey zone. Our second grey zone, here, corresponds with this. This is the last H1 high for me. Yeah, this is the last H1 high, and it was also corresponding with these lows here. So remember, guys, we love this pattern. So as you can see, H1 was clearly an uptrend, yeah? And then it started to break down. It broke this area here of support, came back up, retested it. It's now an area of resistance, and price came back down. We love this pattern. I tell you, most days we love this pattern. What was once support becomes resistance, or what was once resistance becomes support. We love this pattern. Okay, let me clear these pink lines because it looks like the work of a crazy man. Okay, but yes, so that's why this grey zone here is very important. So guys, could retrace up into this grey zone. Then we want to see a bearish candlestick pattern. I would take price back down to this grey zone, to be quite honest, close 80% and then leave 20% to run. Okay, guys, so we've got a couple of options here on how to enter this trade. But if price comes all the way back up to these highs, H1 structure's broken, and I'm not keen on this trade. Okay, guys, so US dollar, Swiss franc short. That's the only trade for today. Let's take a look at the news now. Guys, if you're enjoying this daily morning analysis and want to receive it every single day, Monday to Friday, then please subscribe to the channel and smash that notification button. That way you'll receive an alert every single morning, guys. All right, so go ahead and do that. Right, so news for Monday, the 18th of July, guys. Well, there isn't any. Basically, Japan's on holiday, Marine Day. Have a nice holiday, Japan. And as you can see, for the rest of the day, there's no 3-star ratings that we're interested in today, guys. Okay, so we are free as a bird to trade today. All right, guys, so no news. Guys, if you've enjoyed the vid, then please subscribe, like, and share. I hope you have a wonderful trading day, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow.